What's up, Space Pirates? This is your captain, the Dread Pirate Dr. Disaster, and the walls are closing in on Ubisoft right now. The people managing the company continue to prove that they are clueless and desperate as hell, floundering around trying to figure out some way to make money.
Have you tried not being a mutant?
For some reason, it never occurs to them to do the obvious things. Imagine being a company so inept, so out of touch with your customers, that you could have a franchise like Assassin's Creed and not know how to monetize it anymore. For some reason, Ubisoft just can't bring themselves to make games that are actually complete and not full of bugs when they release, and they can't bring themselves to stop imposing their progressive moral shit into the stories of their games. Gamers are turning away from Ubisoft in droves, and apparently the powers that be at the company think that the answer to their problems is to pump out more Assassin's Creed games even faster.
Are you stupid or something?
Yes, the answer to that question is emphatically yes. Ubisoft executives are stupid as hell. Everything they touch turns to shit, and for anyone out there who still wants to defend them, who wants to delude themselves into believing that this company gives a rat's ass about anything but their bottom line, stories like this should dissolve that completely. They are getting sued now for allegedly sharing user data without the user's awareness. Make no mistake, this company, with the soul of a dog turd, doesn't care about people, not even the modern audience that they're always supposedly chasing. They'll just do anything to make a cheap buck without actual hard work and innovation. This is why their company is on the chopping block, and they have acknowledged they might be bought out soon. It almost astonishes me that anyone would want to buy it.
That is one big pile of shit.
Alright, me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, where I keep a list of woke and DEI infected games pinned to my account at all times for your reference. My handle over there is Dr. Disaster 1. But anyhow, for some reason, the morons at Ubisoft are under the impression that the best way to solve all their problems is to put out an average of 2 Assassin's Creed games per year for the next 5 years. They are bound and determined to squeeze out every last little bit of value from what was once easily their most prized asset. If anything shows how little Ubisoft cares about the gamers that play their games, it's this. Think about the major complaints that gamers have had for Ubisoft games. Usually, it's the fact that the games feel rushed, buggy, and incomplete, and yet they aren't listening to anything that we say. They aren't interested in hearing anything but the sound of gamers pulling out their debit cards and paying for their next round of slop. In these spaces here, we often talk about the obnoxious, progressive messaging that can be seen in these games these days, but there are normies who ignore that stuff, and yet even they have to admit that planning to put out 10 games in 5 years is evidence that this company is just a soulless pile of garbage, and that Assassin's Creed is just now a cash grab. Though to be fair, the games they've been making recently have decidedly not been cash cows. In fact, the company has been operating at a loss for the entire decade thus far, all in preparation for 2024, which was supposed to be a banner year for them with Skull and Bones, Star Wars Outlaws, and Assassin's Creed Shadows. They really thought that Shadows was going to springboard them into more interest in the franchise. But as for the woke schmucks out there, what do you think it says about your worldview when you have someone like Ubisoft here willing to embrace your ideology in their games while simultaneously performing blatant cash grabs like this? You idiots are now on the side of these mirthless, soulless corporations. I'll let y'all figure out what that means. The company that is getting sued for doing this is the one that's on the side of the progressives. Ubisoft is allegedly sharing info on customers with Facebook. But yeah, it's no wonder that Ubisoft is spiraling out of control so fast that it sounds like they might get bought out. I'm sure you all know by now that rumors came out last week talking about how the Chinese company Tencent might be buying out Ubisoft, and this led to speculation that upwards of 40% of the workers at Ubisoft will get laid off as a result. Well, now we are getting confirmation that all of this might happen soon. This article here from That Park Place breaks it down for us. If we scroll down a ways in the article, it says, now a Ubisoft spokesman appeared to confirm this is being discussed. The spokesman told VGC, Ubisoft has noted recent press speculation regarding potential interests around the company. It regularly reviews all its strategic options in the interest of stakeholders and will inform the market if and when appropriate. In other words, yes, the people at the top are considering selling out. The market seems to think so too. At the end of last week, Ubisoft stock prices shot up 30% in one day after this rumor started making the rounds. And no, this isn't a big win for the company. This is a bunch of investors speculating that a buyout is going to happen, and they're attempting to cash in on Tencent having to buy all their shares. But I gotta say, if this buyout does happen, and if they do lay off 40% of their workforce at Ubisoft, what are the odds that the plan to release 10 Assassin's Creed games in 5 years actually happens? You gotta think that those odds are pretty low. Of course, a lot of the employees that get laid off will probably be the useless people, the HR schmucks and crap like that, so maybe it won't hurt their productivity that much, but I kinda doubt that these games will all come out if Ubisoft gets purchased. But I'm gonna leave it there. What do you think about all this? Drop your mockery of Ubisoft into the comment section below, and we will talk there.
Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booze.